Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is where you are. We hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another episode of I Could Be Wrong, but I Doubt It. My name is Fresh. I'm thankful that you decided to join us today. Let's get right to it, man. I'd like to introduce my partner who is a connoisseur of all things cultural. He's my partner in podcast crime. Reg, what is going on, player?
Fresh, I hadn't seen you since the last time I saw you, brother. You got your army fatigues on, man.
I'm at war with these motherfuckers. When I'm
yeah.
Man,
Hold the irony.
Right.
Yeah.
Just trying to flip it up, man. You know how it is, man. What's been going on with you, bro?
Man, just live and learn, brother. Live and learn. And I
can play every day.
Yeah, putting chestnut checkers. I don't know if you can see this full sweatshirt. Chestnut checkers, man. That's trying to keep it balanced. Trying to play a different game, bro.
Right.
Have that mindset. So
I feel you. To that end, man. I think that's what we're going to be talking about today, man. Is trying to do things that are chess moves and not necessarily irrationally thought out type of moves, and as far as business and shit goes like that, man. We're gonna talk about our business shit today.
No doubt.
So what you got going on, man? Because like I said, we had been gone for a minute. We had talked about your nonprofit on one of the episodes. I think it was Reg to the Rescue. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
So at some point during 2020, just wanted to try to revisit some of the things that we've been doing, some of the things that we are doing, because again, like I said, we had been out of contact. I know it had been at least may have been 5 or 6 months, man. I think we didn't put out an episode for about 5 or 6 months, and just want to try to keep the dialogue, with the audience and stuff going, especially, within this new format, man. People, when I upload something, man, people automatically, we got a lot of subscribers on Apple Music, so people are going to be checking for us in that particular medium. Mm-hmm. But I kind of want to, continue to try to tie up those loose ends that we have, from the last time that we were really heavy on it, and especially in this new medium, so people can, get the opportunity to know us and know what we're about, man. So go ahead and tell everybody about your nonprofit, man.
Definitely, and I appreciate the opportunity as always, Fresh.
Man, it's your show too, motherfucker. This nigga, I was like, it's your show too, motherfucker.
Well, I'm just saying, man. Hey, you leading the way, brother. So, Utility Relief is a nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit that I actually started in 2018, but didn't really start doing the work in it until 2020, and it has really blossomed, man. Of course, we know in 2020, we had how many people who are unemployed, and people going through real life, bro. In terms of paying the bills and getting the money to pay the bills, and it offered an opportunity. And this was preconceived before COVID, so I know that paying utilities is something that we all have to do, whether you live in a 200 square foot hut or a 10,000 square foot mansion. You got to pay utility bills, and the utilities that we offer assistance to is for your basic, what I call necessity utilities: power, gas, and water. Right. And so, throughout 2020, we've received a lot of support and love from really through word of mouth, man, from family, from friends, such as yourself. Appreciate your contributions. I got a lot of love from my parents, my sister, of course, and cousins and friends. And even some donations came in that, from individuals that, I did not know personally. Mm-hmm. But I was also able to have start somewhat of a relationship with a local nonprofit who's pretty much known, and they put me on some contacts that will hopefully help me into 2021 as far as fundraising, which is the biggest thing, and as well as getting support. So for a while, I didn't know donations were coming in 2020, mm-hmm. and I I didn't know how to like help some, like, you know, it was tough, you know, finding a customer, right?
Right.
Once somebody, when I tell you the power of word of mouth, bro, if I help you with if I pay your, you know, turn your power back on, guess what? You're going to tell your cousin. Usually, if you're in a predicament, you know someone else who is, right, unfortunately, right. So. Right. And so I've seen that more so this year. I mean, we're in January of this year. Mm-hmm. And I have, in the last week, have gotten one application each day in the past week. And I actually in a point where I don't have enough funds to help, you know, to really do what I need to do. Mm-hmm. So fundraising is going to be something that I'm really going to turn up. Unfortunately, it's a good problem to have where you have demand, but if you can't meet it, that becomes, you know, something that I have to, you know, find a solution to. So I'm trying to build some new networks. There's some grant monies out there, especially with COVID, where, you know, hopefully this new administration will open up some doors for nonprofits more so. I did receive some help last year, but it was very small. But that was through a government grant. But I would say roughly $2,500, just to give you a roundabout, $2,500 have been paid out to help people either restore or to prevent utility disconnections in their residential households. And that was really over the course of about a good 6 months. By the time I got my first applicant through the end of the year. And this year, I think it's just going to skyrocket past that. So, but fundraising is my key thing. For those who see this, thank you for your donations, and those who would like to donate or know someone in need. Please visit utilityrelief.org, utilityrelief.org, and it's a very simple process. It's just an amazing experience to feel that you can help someone in this type of way. So that's my plug, man. And I hope that whoever hears this can really go to the website and donate. And everything is certainly a safe website, what have you, but safe process, and everything is in good hands with me. With all your donations and support. So that's pretty much it, man.
All right, man. We'll put the link in the description, man, when we when people see this on YouTube or they see it on Instagram or wherever, you know, the links will be there on Facebook. Definitely. We'll put that out there, man. We need to talk offline, man, about getting you some marketing shit going, man. Because I know how to do marketing videos and shit like that. That was one of my business before we could figure out how to get that shit done and get some be sure that you keep in contact with your customers or whatnot, man. Because we want to tap back into that to be able to let them know exactly how utility relief has helped them out, and we can kind of build on that. But anyway, so we can talk offline on that, man. But yeah, man, that's some real good shit. I mean, it's definitely needed, and it's no telling how long that's actually going to be needed. And that's something, man. If you don't have any heat and you don't have any water, I mean, you're in a dire situation. You're in a dire situation. Right. So, and with a lot of things just out of sorts and so far to the extreme in regards to economic circumstances. Dude, let me tell you, it's kind of off the track a little bit, but kind of broke my heart the other day, man. I was driving past this church that's on the I can't think of the name of the church now, but God, what is the name of that church? But nonetheless, I was driving by this off of Arrowwood Road, man, and it was no specific time of the day. It wasn't rush hour. It wasn't even Sunday. And I got stuck in traffic, and I could not understand why, because I was going this back way to keep from getting on the highway to stay out of traffic, right? And traffic was just just like backed up for as far as you could see, as far as you could hear. I mean, it was just backed up. So I was like, okay, I was like, man, forget this. So I came to the part where I had the opportunity to get off and get on the highway. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get on the highway. So I get on the highway and there's nothing there. I'm just driving. I'm just rolling. So I go and do all the shit that I needed to do that day. And so I figured that I would come back, coming from the southeast side over there by South Park Mall. I kind of dipped through the back way and I end up back on Arrowwood, coming through Hebron and all these other spots. So I said, I want to go and see what the hell was up, why I was so jacked up. So instead of when I got stuck in traffic, the church would have been on my right. Coming back, the church was on my left and traffic was free flowing and I was able to look. And when I came up on the church, the lines were still there, but they were going into the church parking lot. But see, at the time, I didn't know it was because of the church.
Okay.
Reason why I was backed up, because they were giving out food. And this was like 3 hours later that I'm coming back, and that line was still, line was just as far as you could go. And I was just like, man, you know, America's supposed to be the country of plenty and all this other shit. I was like, man, we're really, really, really fucked up right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We fucked up.
And that was a random day that...
Dude, I mean, it was may have been...
Christmas?
No,
time?
I mean, no, it wasn't. It was way before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Way before Christmas. I'd say maybe the second week of December. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe about the second week of December. And when I say the other day, you know how black folks do. It was the other day.
Yeah.
Like in March 15th.
Like 2 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? It should have been March 15th. You know how we do. But I think it was maybe a couple weeks before Christmas, and it may have been a Saturday because I was out and about.
Yeah.
With the fam and shit. But yeah, man. As far as business goes, man, we definitely want to send some support your way, man. I'll use some people that I have, in my network to see if they want to donate or whatnot. Try to keep that going, man, because it's definitely needed. And anybody that has the heart and the means to be able to put themselves out there to try to help other people, man, that's definitely commendable. So shouts out to Reg for doing this thing, man, trying to help out the community. Everybody knows what kind of brother you are, man. So we definitely appreciate that.
No doubt, man. Appreciate your support, bro.
Ain't no problem, man. You know how we do.
What you got going on?
Oh shit!
You got a lot going on, brother.
Yeah, I still got a little bit going on, man. I'm still doing the Fresh Originals clothing line, man. It's slowed down a little bit, when the economy started dragging a little bit, but I still have some real diehard customers out there. A lot of repeat business, man. A lot of large orders. Where people just coming through and buying up the line, and they just want as many shirts as they like, hoodies and stuff. Totally almost out of hoodies. Sold out of hats. I had camouflage, blue, black, and this this denim type gray. I only have one hat left, and it's a denim gray one, man. So about ready to re-up on stuff like that, man. This has been moving a lot of merchandise, and definitely appreciate all the support with that. Obviously, we're back on doing our thing as far as the podcast and stuff goes, and hopefully it will get us some traction in regards to getting more followers, getting more views, and people engaging with the stuff that we're already doing. So and also I own part of a beverage company, man, Posh Beverage Company. I'm a stakeholder in that, with some other business partners, and that has been the thing that has been moving the most. It's called Majesty Bourbon is what our product is. I don't know if you can see it over my shoulder. Over there.
Oh, if they can't, I just.
So you got it. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. So it came. Okay, so this was up.
Just in case they can't see.
In case they can't see it, yeah. So, and I didn't give him that bottle, ladies and gentlemen. He ordered it online. That's support is an action verb. I need an action verb. It's a verb. God damn it. So y'all need to know that shit. We ain't just giving out bottles. So,
oh yeah.
But yeah, man, we doing that, man. It's really big right now. The company is based out of Atlanta, and we're in like 137 locations in Atlanta, in the Atlanta metro area.
Wow.
About 175 overall, across like 4 states. All the total wines in Texas, which are going to include, Dallas, Austin, Houston, and some of the inline areas in between those hubs. We're in like 5 or 6 locations in Kentucky. We're in Florida as well, and so it's about 175 locations total right now, and. In April, we'll be in, there's been a little bit of delay because of some clerical errors, but in April, we'll be in all of the Walmart locations in Florida. So that's almost going to double our footprint in regards to the market penetration. So that's something that is, that's been taken off, man. If again, I'll put all the links and stuff in the description, man. If it's majestybourbon.com, and you can order from our e-commerce link there, or if it's in your location, all of our locations will be on the website. If you're close to one of the locations, you'll be able to check that out and go to the package store, liquor store, ABC, whatever nearest you, and check that out and give us a try, man. Everybody seems to love it, man. Haven't received any bad feedback as far as the taste goes or any of that, man. So people are really rocking with us, man, and it's. I could talk all day about it, man, but it's important that people understand that, we're 100% Black-owned business, self-funded Black-owned business. And, it's, whenever you buy that, I mean, you're helping us directly. It's not something we don't have some type of, Sky Daddy investor that is putting us on. I mean,
no angel investors.
Right.
Good.
Yeah. So, there's some relationships that we value in regards to distribution and things like that. I mean, but like I said, we put ourselves on, man, and it's something that we're pretty proud of, man. I got some really, really astute business partners that are doing the thing. Shout out to John and Manye. Definitely doing things, man, and we have a really good brain trust that kind of vibes off each other and puts ideas through the ringer to make sure that we're making the right decision for the company. So it's
Let me ask you
a really good thing. Yeah, go ahead, man.
I remember when it was like when you were like 20 stores in Atlanta, and for you to say 137, man, that growth is unbelievable. Now, certainly Atlanta has its own competition with other Black businesses and probably other direct competitors with beverage companies,
right?
And just that space by itself. What do you contribute that main growth to? At least just in Atlanta, I know you're hitting other states as well, but what do you attribute that success for Atlanta?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like what you were saying as far as word of mouth goes, man. People started actually tasting the product and was like, "Oh shit! Like this is really
like fire."
Right? Yeah. It's people realize that it's an easy drink to drink, an easy drink to fall in love with, and the taste is magnificent. It's not bite free. I mean, there is some alcohol in it, so you're going to taste alcohol, but it's not totally overwhelming and it's not repulsive at all to where you're going to be like, what the hell is this? You're not going to do that. You're going to be like, oh, everybody's reaction is like they sip and they're like, okay. So it's one of those things where, made a quality product and people have really started talking about it. Then again, I mentioned our relationships and stuff before. I mean, we have a great relationship with our distributor, Artisan Beverage Company, that's down in Atlanta, that have really, really helped us, in the way of introducing us to their retail partners that have become our retail partners, and having that type of support amongst their crew to be able to, make the proper introductions to the right people in the right locations. And then, our support as far as, digital marketing and things like that help the product sell through, it's like we try to drive people to the retailers in the areas. And, they go and they take the bottle off the shelf and take a few more. And then all of a sudden the retailer's like, damn, Majesty's gone. I need to order some more. So, and then before we really started growing, man, they would see us and our reach wasn't as broad. So they would ask, they would say, hey, do you have Majesty? And they were like, no, we don't have it. And then, they get enough calls. Then they're like, hey, what the fuck is this Majesty Bourbon people are talking about? So that's kind of how it, what kind of spurred our growth. And then, our online presence, man, is just, dude, we've sold a lot online. Let's put it like that. We've sold a lot online, and that has it's done two things. One, it's let us know that online liquor sales are a viable option in regards to getting the product in different areas of the country where we might not be on the ground yet. There's a difference between being on the shelf and then being able to ship, because like I said, you're in North Carolina. We were able to ship it to North Carolina, but we're not actually on the shelf in ABC stores in North Carolina. So, so it enables us to penetrate markets where we're not necessarily on the ground yet. But also, conversely, when you look at the other side of that coin, it enables us to evaluate, based on the reports that we get on where we should possibly try to go to next to get on the ground. Because being in a bunch of locations and stuff is fine, but if you're not selling through, then that's not, it does you no good just to have your product sit there. So we don't want to expand too fast, but if there's a market that's really helping us out, like Washington DC, funny we talked about politics on the last couple of shows. Washington DC is buying the shit out of Majesty Bourbon, bruh. Online. Really? Bruh. They are buying the shit out of Majesty Bourbon. So shout out to DC, straight up. Virginia too.
Nice.
We're not in Maryland yet, but we're trying to get on the ground there. Maryland's kind of funny, but Virginia and DC, I mean, bro, they are really. And I personally only know maybe two people in DC. So, and I don't even think they bought bottles. So it's something going on there to where some people are telling people. So. I do know a few people in Virginia though, but I think that, but more bottles have been ordered than I know people. So I know that the word of mouth is working. So
good.
So yeah, and North Carolina's been really, really big too. I don't know a lot of people in Durham, and I mean, my network in North Carolina is mostly Charlotte, man. So but there's a lot of cities in North Carolina that have ordered Majesty as well. So shout out to North Carolina. Rocking the brand, man, is definitely doing it. But that's pretty much it, man. We're trying to be one of these big boys out here, man, to try to, like I've said, in a few interviews that I've had about the brand, it's like, we're really just trying to go where, people like us don't ordinarily go, man. It's like, you don't know too many people that own a liquor brand. It's normally these large conglomerates that own these brands, or these, old distilleries that have been around forever that are either making their brands or supporting others with their brands. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's a challenge, man, but it's something that's really, really fun. Learn a lot every day. Spend a lot of time, trying to foster relationships. And it's been pretty difficult because of the COVID thing. We probably would be at least 25 to 30% larger than what we are if we were able to go out and we were able to shake hands and as old politicians say, they say, shake hands and kiss babies and stuff. We were able to go out and have the events, have the parties, have the launches, and do this and that, but it's just not 100% safe. So we're really cautious about that. Right. We could be a little bit further, but that's just what it is, man. That's the world that we live in.
Are y'all gonna push the Posh Ale?
It's coming back out. Yeah, we talked about that, man. It's coming back out. We had just me and I spoke about this on another young lady's show. we didn't really have a partner, a production partner, or a distribution partner that had our interest at heart as far as the brand went. So because we grew that really quickly. That was in like 30 something locations really quickly, almost 40 locations. But I think that there's a time for that, and we're definitely coming back to it. We've had extensive discussions about it, but we want to make sure that our next relationship is somebody's going to be vested in the things that we're trying to do, because when you're dealing with the tier system in regards to getting your product to market, everybody really has to buy into that, because if they don't have your vision at least on their radar as what you're trying to do, then they don't know how to work it. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. And we were in a situation with the beer where people were just kind of out just to kind of get the money that we were willing to spend. It wasn't a lot of support thereafter. So we had to pull back off of that. But at the same time, Majesty was already in the works, and we had already secured distribution for that. And luckily, we found the distributor that we have, because they really have our backs as far as that goes. So
good stuff, man.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff, brother. Yeah, proud of you, man. Proud of the team, man.
Huh?
They're proud of your whole team.
Hey, man, we definitely appreciate it, man. Like I said, we work really hard, man. And like I said, it's interesting for me, being in North Carolina. The company's based in Atlanta, so it's like I'm up and down the road a lot, on the phone all the time, man. So, might end up having to get an apartment in Atlanta or something,
Okay. Get 2 keys.
Get 2 keys, bro.
Get 2 keys.
You ain't gonna do right, bro. You ain't gonna do right, bro.
Hey, man. I'll come down and visit. Make sure everything all right.
I can see you now. This is everybody. This is Reg. Rue. We got an orange juice up in here, bro. Where the towels at, man? I left my toothpaste, man. You got the toothpaste, right?
Yeah.
So broke in the damn crib, man.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, so that's what it is, man. You got anything else up in this piece, man?
Nah, man. I hope that in 2021 that we all look to strive and thrive to do more, and that the more that we'll be prosperous, man. So that's what I profess over us. But I definitely want to sort of circle back eventually on some of the small businesses that we had interviews with in the past, sort of check on them. Maybe that'd be another episode. I was looking the other day, the Ovation Cologne, that brother. I was looking to Sean Crenshaw, I believe.
Right.
And I was just thinking about it. I was like, wow, you know what? That's been like almost 2 years since we talked. 2 years. About 2 years ago since we talked to him, and there were others, countless others. So it'd be interesting to see where they are and how they're doing too.
Right. Yeah, we definitely need to circle back, man, and figure out what's going on with folks, man. And but this brings me to another thing, man. I don't think that we gave people an idea of exactly what's going to be going on for 2021, man. I got a segment that I'm going to be doing. It may be solo. Reg may be on, depending on what his availability is. But we're going to talk about business a little bit, man, because I've learned a lot. And some of it's schooling. You got the MBA too, man. So there's a lot of principles that when you see the opportunity to apply that, you're like, damn, I actually learned this in school. So it's one of those things that I see a lot of shit going on that I think would be beneficial to us as a Black community, man, as far as relationship building, communication, basic business practices. Because how we are, man. We love for people to start their own shit, do their own thing. When it's appropriate, we try to build partnerships and try to support. But a lot of times we need some polish in certain areas. Nobody knows it all. But if you're receptive to receiving some things, from some people, then we're gonna put some shit out there for people to that maybe they can have some type of practical application in their own lives. That's gonna be one thing. We're gonna be doing a lot of different things, man, because everybody knows, and I've said this throughout some episodes before, that we're not with no clown shit. We're not going to be on here clowning. Never have, never will. But we're going to be doing some things different. We're not going to, pigeonhole ourselves into things that are just so serious that, you can't breathe. That every time you come to the channel, you're going to be like, damn, these motherfuckers are just too serious. You know what I'm saying? Because we could be wound. At least I could be wound a little tight sometimes. So we're gonna loosen some of that up. We're gonna loosen it up a little bit. We're gonna be talking about a whole lot of different things, man. Somebody asked me, man, what's up with the top 10s? And you know what I told them? We'll never stop doing the top 10s. The top 10s, top 10s are coming. They'll be a little bit more enjoyable now because we'll be able to put some video graphics in and things like that. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing some, both of us, smoke cigars from time to time. So we're gonna be talking about cigars and drinks and all kind of stuff. Because I drink more than just Majesty bourbon. I mean, I'm not the type that's just gonna be like, yeah, I make a bourbon, that's the only thing I'm gonna drink. Well, yeah. If you do that, you don't know what your competition is doing. So you have to understand, the realm that you're in, and that's gonna be part of the business thing. Understand where you are, and understand what level you're actually on. So we're gonna be talking about drinks and just trying to enjoy life, man. But life is too short.
Right.
I mean, that's the one thing that I've learned over the past year, man. Life is too fucking short. That's why I ain't smoking no cheap ass cigars, man. People trying to like, oh man, you want to trade cigars with me? I'll be like, man, bruh, don't come to me with no cheap ass shit that I don't know nothing about. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm not trying to do it. You smoke cheap cigars, Reg?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I don't smoke like you do. So I just for pleasure.
Now, I will say this though. I mean, there is a misnomer. Just going off on the tangent, since we got a little bit of time. There is a misnomer that you have to spend an arm and an ass for to get a good cigar, man. That's something that is not necessarily true. You don't have to spend $12, $50, $13 to get a great cigar. There's plenty of cigars out there that are $3 and $4 that can be an enjoyable smoke. But I will say this though, there is a discernible difference sometimes. In regards to the quality and the flavor and the balance and the way that it burns and the notes that you get off of them, there is,
Yeah, it's just like anything, any food or beverage, clothes, you're going to pay for quality. So I get it.
Right. Cause I'll say this, man, it's like a Lexus is a really, really, really nice car, but it doesn't have the handmade craftsmanship of a fucking Phantom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? So that's
right.
You can get a really, really good cigar for $6, but it's not going to be, that shit ain't going to be a Perez Carrillo. It's not going to be that. So
yeah, well,
but anyway, man, I ain't got nothing else, man. If just want to let the people know that we're still going to be on the same mediums that we were as far as your auditory pleasure. We're still going to be on Apple Podcasts, Google platform. We're going to be on Stitcher, which is going to put us on a few other platforms that have kind of organically grown. I just want to let people know that icbwpodcast.com is no longer. We're going strictly social media because that's where people are. We're trying to meet people where they at. So that's where y'all at. That's where we coming. So most valuable piece of real estate is people's phones now. So that's where we're going to be. So all of your digital, platform, social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that, man. That's where we're going to be at. And there'll be links to everything that we're promoting or supporting. If you want to rock with us, we appreciate it on the nonprofit, on the bourbon, on the clothes, or whatever. Or if we have guests on here, be on the lookout for those links and stuff too. So, I'll be putting up the old episodes on YouTube as well. I'll be verifying the links with the people that we've had on, so that way, if they're still in business or still doing things, we're gonna link those people as well. So we're gonna try to bring all this shit together, bro.
Great, yes, sir. Be good, be safe, and behave, brother.
All right, man. We out.